Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1938 Royal KMM vintage desktop typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA and one of the best desktop typewriters of all time. Royal really put in the time and effort to get this right. All cast iron frame, super heavy, about 38 pounds. The K stands for key set on the tabs, and the MM stands for the magic margins on both sides there. We'll set those after I load the page here. This is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight and line that up at the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers and a scale. So right now it's on the edge, but if you wanted the left margin closer to the middle, you put the carriage to where you want it, flip the magic margin forward and then back, and it sends it to that spot magically. If you want it closer to the edge, you just flip it and then push it to where you want it, and then set it. Same concept with the right side. If you wanted it towards the middle, you just put the carriage where you want it, flip the magic margin on the right side forward and then back, and it sends it to that spot. If you want it closer to the edge, you hold the carriage release, which is right above the knob there, and then flip the right magic margin forward and then push it back to where you want it, and it sets it right there. That's where I want them. Very good. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit the line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip the switch forward. One notch, it skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way to the left to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. In order to move it all the way to the right, you have to unlock it with this little lever here and then move it all the way to the right. And when you have it on that side, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. So that's why it has lock, so you don't accidentally move it to that spot. We're going to move it all the way to the left for red. Absolutely powerful. Low effort typing, very smooth. These were meant for office machines to type all day long. Workhorses. Pica typeface prints 10 characters per inch. Very nice looking print. These machines are basically indestructible. Like, as long as they're taken care of, these things will last an eternity, just because of the parts that they made these out of, all metal. Just keep it dry and tuned up, and this thing will last forever. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that forward. It unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Going to put the color back on black. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Very good. And it's kind of hard to find these nowadays in this nice of condition because they didn't have a case like the portables do to keep them preserved over the years. So typically you'll find these full of dust and rust, so most of them have to be restored. So if you're in the market for one and you really want one that works, you really got to get somebody that's restoring them. The portables aren't so hard to restore because if they've been kept in their case most of their life, they just need a basic service and tune up. These usually need a full restoration. Okay, where we're in here, let's do the tabs. Right now we have tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to clear them one at a time by hitting that tab clear button after I get to that spot. And this was pretty, in the 30s, I don't think they had many typewriters with the tab set on the keyboard and basically tab that you could put on every space. So this was like top of the line technology for that time. So now we don't have any tabs set, so we're going to set one right there in the middle, so that way I always like to set one there, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. Margin release on the right side below the tab. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release. It allows you to type past that all the way to the end. Open the hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right. And most of these desktops from Royal and Underwood and Smith Corona will pull from the underneath. I don't know exactly why, but these ones pull from the underneath, and the portables will pull from over the top, most of them. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch that direction manually, you flip the switch here on the left side, it'll pull to the left. clockwise, flip it to the right, pulls counterclockwise to the right. And this lever here, if you move it to the left there, it makes the ribbon not pull when you move the carriage. If you let it go, the ribbon does pull when you move the carriage, and that's just so you get fresh ink. And I don't know, I got to do more research on that. All right, these have special spools. You can use the universal throwaway spools on this, but it won't reverse properly. This has the reverse tucked in on the bottom here, and they used to make these in throwaways too, but I don't think they make them anymore. I can't find them, and these are starting to get more expensive because you kind of need these to operate the ribbon reverse automatically. So just a little heads up with that. This just snaps back down like that. Carriage release on both sides. Super smooth carriage for as heavy it is. Carriage release on the left. Very nice. You push the button on the left side, it disables the spacing when you turn the knob, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space, and the same concept with this lever. In between the carriage release and the magic margin, it disables the spacing. Flip it back, you get the clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy or my new website, brooksawantiques.com.